Everyone gets very excited when they practice their Surya Namaskars and when they tell me that today we completed 50, 60, 108, 108. It's a very sacred number. And in the yoga world, everyone is so, passionate about touching that number in the rounds of Surya Namaskar. It's wonderful. It shows that your stamina, strength, consistency, everything speaks up for itself when you touch that number. But I think what's more important is, have you ever paid attention to your alignment while touching that number? Throughout, you start from 1, and when you reach to 108, what's more important is your alignment, your postures, each poses that you hold. Do you think you have always paid attention to it? Your breath work, it is so important. And that's something, a very technical aspect which people actually sometimes tend to ignore. Well, alignment is always more powerful than the number of reps. That's what I feel, and I keep telling my clients. Because your posture is what is going to stay with you for a very long time. It shows your improvement in the practice which you are always doing in class, and how mindful are you? Are you mindful enough? Are you paying attention? Are you aware? Are you in the present? So your focus, it's so important. These factors are very important when you keep practicing Surya Namaskar for a large number of reps. Because doing a certain number of count is good, but if done with the correct alignment and right posture, it is even more powerful. It can transform your body, your mind in an even better way. That's why we say focus, be present, be mindful, be aware. You have to put your mind and soul into it. You'll start enjoying the routine even more, and it comes in your body. The flow is even more beautiful. For example, when you stand, this is your first mark, which is our Sthita Prarthana Asana. You have to be mindful whether your elbows are in a correct position or not. Are they drooping, or are you holding it firm? Your spine, is it erect? The knees straight, feet together, no gap. First mark, no gap. And when we go for the Uttanasana, we take a deep stretch, up you go. And all the way down, extending the spine, keeping the knees firm. Stepping behind to your Ashwasanchalan, making sure that the back is erect, the leg behind, the knee is straight, and gently stepping back further, making sure again the back is held firm, touching down to Ashtanga, and gently sliding up to your serpent, that's your Bhujanga, making sure that the knees are firmly stretched, toes are firmly pressed on the ground, gently coming up to the mountain, that is your Adho Mukha Swana. Again making sure hips are well held up, feeling a good stretch in the hamstring, holding the spine firm and erect. Stepping forward again, making sure that the back is well held. Your knee is in a 90-degree right beneath the chest line. The leg behind is fully firm, well held. Joining the feet together. Again, knees are straight, well held, abdomen compressed. And with a deep breath, opening the spine, arching the back, and coming back to the center. These are very small things, but if you pay attention, you can actually notice the difference in your body, in your poses, everything overall, and most importantly, your breath work. Be more mindful. alignment is always more powerful than the number of reps.